Hello, Assalamu alaikum students. I hope that you all are fine. In today's class, I'm going to teach you the poem The Old Brown Horse, written by W.F. Holmes. Before starting the poem, let me give you the quick introduction of the poem, that what this poem is all about. So, the poem, The Old Brown Horse, tells the tale of an old brown horse who is now past his prime. This would sadden the poor horse, as he had grown old and unfit. His master was oblivious to his presence. His reminiscence about his pleasant past and the time he and his master spent together. इस पोएम के अंदर एक बूढ़े घोड़े की कहानी बताई जा रही है दैट कि उसने अपना जो अच्छा वक्त है वो गुजार ली, यानी उसके जवानी के दिन अब ख़त्म हो गए हैं। अब उस घोड़े का बुढ़ापा आ गया, यानी कि वो अब कमज़ोर हो गया है। वो पहले की तरह अब जवान और तंदुरुस्त नहीं रहा जब वो खेतों के अंदर चलता फिरता दौड़ता था। अब उसका मास्टर्स भी उस पर ख़ास ध्यान नहीं देता, क्योंकि अब ये बूढ़ा घोड़ा उसके किसी काम का नहीं रहा। इस पोएम के अंदर घोड़ा अपने अच्छे वक्त को याद कर रहा है जब वो अपने मास्टर के साथ अच्छा टाइम गुजार रहा था। Before starting our poem, let's discuss some difficult words. The first one is fence. Fence कहते हैं a barrier of wood or wire. It is mainly used to prevent escape, यानी कि बाहर जाने से रोकने के लिए जो लगाया जाता है बैरियर वो कहलाता है fence. Means no one can go outside of it and none can come inside. The second difficult word we have weary. Means feeling of tiredness, or you can say sadness. Means when someone is extremely tired, or you can say sad. The third difficult word we have is lame. Means unable to walk, मतलब लंगड़ा लंगड़ा के चलना, ठीक है, मतलब सही से ना चल पाए। Number 4 is shaggy coat. Means long, rough and untidy hairs on the neck of a horse. Number 5 is means the breath of relief, सुकून की सांस लेना। May means long hair on neck of elephant or horse, गर्दन के बाल को कहते हैं। So now let's start with the explanation of the poem. Firstly, let me read the poem for you. Then I will explain line by line to you. Now let's start. The old brown horse looks over the fence in a very sort of way. He seems to be saying to all who pass, "Well, folks, I have had my day. I am simply watching the world go by, and nobody seems to mind as they are dashing past in their motor cars. A horse who is lame and half blind." Now let's see the explanation of the first stanza. The old brown horse looked over the fence in a very sort of way. The old brown horse looked over the fences in a very sad way, as he is unsatisfied from his life. As he getting older day by day, and nobody seems to give him importance. He seems to be saying to all who pass, "Well, folks, I have had my day." Whenever anybody passes around him, he says to them, "As you are free, as you are roaming here and there, when I was young, I was also spending my days like you. I also free and having my right. I simply watching the world go by and nobody seems to mind." He's simply looking at the people go around him and nobody seems to give him attention as he is grow old and he is of no use and nobody seem to mind as they are dashing past in their motor cars. A horse who is lame and half blind. It simply says as he become older and unable to walk, nobody take his ride. Everyone taking their motor cars to ride. Because now he is unable to walk and he become half blind. Now let's discuss the second stanza of the poem. The old brown horse has a shaggy coat, but once he was young and trim, as it was said that now the horse having the untidy and the long hairs on his neck. But when he was young, he's having very little and few hairs on his neck. And he used to trot through the woods and lane with the man who found of him. He used to go to the nearby villages with his master on a very high speed. But his master rides in a motor car and it makes him feel quite sad. He's saying as he become older, his master is not taking ride on him and that's make him feel so sad. Because he is comparing his good days when his master was fond of him. When he thinks of the days that used to be and all the times they had. While remembering the days, it makes him feel so sad when he is young and everyone is pleasing him. As he now become older, no one is giving him importance. In fact, his master doesn't give him that much importance and neglecting him. Now let's move towards the third stanza. Sometimes a friendly soul will stop near the fence where the tired old head rest wearily on the topmost bar. Whenever a horse keep his head on the topmost bar of the fence and some friendly soul pass by, he give him a friendly touch that makes him feel very good and pleasant. And a friendly word is said, then the old brown horse give a little sigh as he feel the kindly touch of a hand on his mane or his shaggy coat, and he doesn't mind so much. When a friendly person go by and talk to him, he feel very relieved. If someone give him a friendly touch on his mane and his shaggy coat, he is not mind that. Instead, he feels so good and better because as he is getting old, no one seems to bother him. But when someone did the friendly touch, he really like it. Now let's see the last stanza. So if you pass by the field one day, just stop for a word or two with the old brown horse who was once as young and as full of life as you. Whenever you see an old brown horse, stop there for a minute or two and share some kind words with the old brown horse Give him a kind touch that's make him feel better and relief from the hardship of the old age. As he was young, he also have the life full of fun and enjoyment. But as he now in the old age, he have no one to care for her. He will love the touch of your soft hands, and I know he will seem to say, "Oh, thank you, Fran, for the kindly thought for a horse who has had his day." The poet is saying over here, if you give him a kind touch or speak some kind word to him, it makes him feel better, and in return, he definitely says thank you to you for giving your precious time to the old horse who is close to the age of death. From this poem, we learn that when we are young, people give us a lot of importance and a lot of love. But when we are in our old age, no one seems to give us importance. As we are becoming older, no one loves to join our company. No one is showing the humbleness towards the old one. But we shouldn't do this. We should be humble to every creature. I hope that this poem is clear to you all. But if you have any query regarding this poem, you can comment me in the comment box. I will definitely resolve your issue. Take care. Allah Hafiz.